Alright, so here we are. Gonna be working on the stacking of villages for this raid farm. It's the one that Silent Whisper did a tutorial on. It was designed by Pico Nico. Um, just see if anybody shows up. If not, just gonna keep on going. Doesn't matter. It's the first time I've gone live streaming, so if I'm not really all that great at it, sorry. Got all the stuff that I need here. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, a little late night for me. I haven't been working. So, been getting a lot of rain. It's been screwing me up. So, yeah, I'm working out a way to or this stacking method to work for Silence raid farm that he did. Hey, what's going on, Knight? Let's see here. Okay, so the way that I've got this going so far, we're gonna put the one minecart over here, and then we're gonna put one bed here, and then get a villager. Drop this guy in here. He's gonna link to this. All right, and then we'll get another minecart over here. Get this villager here. Get another bed. Uh, Try to wither under the portal tonight. Now you got a wither loose in the end, huh? Uh, uh, there's always peaceful, buddy. All right. Actually, Mia Sage, if you look on Rufus Haddix had a video on it. It's I think it's called like Easy Peasy Wither Squeezy. It gives a whole bunch of locations in the world that occur in the overworld where you can trap the wither in bedrock and it can't get out of there. I've used it quite a bit. It's actually a really good method, and it's on all seeds because bedrock generates the same on all of the seeds, so it should work. Um, there's one that's really close to spawn that works really well. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we'll come over here and we'll place a bell down just so we know who to move first. So place this bell down. Both of these guys will link to it. Then you break it. Okay, so this guy's the village leader. So we're gonna move this guy over here first. So what we'll do is we'll come up here, place a bed here so the pillow's right next to that rail. Gonna make sure all of these things right here turned off. Yeah, I can't remember how many locations there are, but there's actually a lot of overworld locations that you can trap the wither in bedrock. Um, like I play on a realm with Knight, and we do it on our realm all the time. Yeah, it's we've got a really good fortress farm. It's one that it's made possible by the wither rose thing, where the only the wither skeletons can spawn on the wither roses. So now, uh, basically beacons are kind of like dirt because we get all kinds of wither skulls from that, and then we've got the little beacon factory where we kill the withers in the bedrock, and it just works. Alright, so let's flick this lever. We're gonna move this dude up here. This guy will get up here to the bed. We'll break this one. Now he'll link to that one. Bring this guy over here. Place that bed right there. Hey, what's going on, Wayne's World? Good to see you in here. Okay, yeah, that's basically what I'm doing right now. I'm just using that method on Silent Whisperer's tutorial that he did on Pico Nico's 24 stacked raid farm. I got a way figured out to make this work. So, okay, so we've got this guy here. We're gonna move this dude up. He's gonna come up here to this bed. And we'll break that bed. Particles, he got linked over there. So, got to get in the habit of shutting these levers off so that the villagers don't go taking off on me when I don't want them to. Okay, so we're going to come up here. Place bed here so that the pillow's even with the rail. Then we'll give this guy, flick that lever, bring that up. And then what I like to do is I like to shut these back off just because I tend to forget, and then what'll end up happening is then when I go to stack the next one, these guys will just take off and go all the way down. It's kind of a pain in the butt to reset. So he linked over there on that one. Then we'll bring that over here. On this one, because there's not quite as many villagers and there's nowhere near as much lag going on or anything, I was actually able to space out the distance in between. On the iron farm, there'd have to be a powered rail right here. But with this one, you don't have to do that. So we're going to bump this guy up. This guy will come up. And we break that bed. And then, it's kind of a whole lot of the same. It's, really repetitive process, but this makes it so much easier. You can do this during the day. That way you don't have to wait for nighttime. Alright, so that guy got all linked up. Okay, set that there. Best way. Yeah, I can tell you right now, moving these guys, doing the stacking at only at nighttime, it is such a pain. It is unbelievable pain. Now, I had talked to old guy in Discord shortly after I found this method right here for stacking them, and I asked him if he had ever heard, and he said that he had never tried it with the minecarts. He said when he had done any villager stacking on like public servers or on realms, especially ones that had one player sleep, he'd always end up doing it with boats and pulling the boats with leads, and I'm not trying to do that. Yeah, on a realm with one player sleep, moving villagers is a real pain in the butt, especially with stacking. And that's old guy said that he came up with the concept of stacking them using the villagers and boats with leads, but I just think that this is just way easier. Okay, just keep moving these guys up. It does get a little screwy when we get up there on that little stairway up there, but I still think it works a whole lot better. So break that guy linked. Okay. So we'll get this guy. This dude up here. I've had quite a bit of time to work on this here recently. I work in the concrete industry, and it's been raining where I live quite a bit, so concrete and water just tend not to mix very well, so been sitting here a lot. Oh, I left the lever powered on, thanks. Yep. Good catch. I actually left a couple of them on. Tried the whole command block one player sleep with my... If you're on console, Mia Sage, I don't know of a good way to get it on there. The one that we have on our realm, we put on there, it was from Foxy No Tail was the one that we got the one player sleep from. Okay, so you're up there. Make sure my rails are turned off. Okay. Yeah, I've tried the command block thing one time, and I didn't have any real luck with it. It was I thought it was way too buggy. The we don't really have any mod packs on the realm other than the one player sleep. We've got a couple of texture packs. We use the armor stance pack from Foxy No Tail for the chunk borders. Chunk borders, I think, are probably one of the most important things, especially with this thing, because if this thing is off one block on this axis here, it cuts the rates of the farms way down. Okay, so let's come back here. So how's the audio sounding on this? By the way, I put a new filter on my mic. I'm trying to figure out the settings on it. Okay, bring this back over here. Put this guy here. Hey, John, how's it going? Welcome into the stream. Alright, so as long as everything's sounding good, that's great. Still pretty new to the whole YouTube thing. Like I said, this is my first stream that I've ever done, so just thought I'd give it a shot. Okay, so we'll put that there. Put that down. Yeah, I've got a little bit of just the in-game music there, Mia Sage. I'm not big on playing a whole lot of loud music around the house. Other people have to get up early in the morning, and I don't feel like cutting into their sleep time. Kind of disrespectful. Yeah, I used to have a big beard. I kind of got tired of it, and you know, I work in the concrete industry, specifically delivering cement powder, and I got a whole bunch of cement powder in my beard, and it sucks. And then I think I finally gave up the ghost on trying to keep my hair around too. You know, it just kept getting a little bit thinner and thinner and thinner. So I was just like, no, it's time. I used to always tell my wife that I was gonna grow a really crummy, like a comb over, but she didn't like that idea either. So bring this guy over here. So bring this guy up. Okay, you linked. Okay, so like right in here, where we're getting up into where all of the villages are, there's already 3 villages stacked in here. You can see the bells. You got 3 bells right here. Then we got 3 villagers in here. So when you get in close to the village like this, it's a good idea to take the stacking process real small increments. It just makes it easier for the game to process all of the information that's going on. Oh yeah, you got that right, Wayne. I'm I'm cheap. I cut my own hair. You know, it just works. Not having to pay a barber $30 or $40 every couple of weeks is kind of a good thing. Okay, so got that guy over here. Come on, move. Go. Get this guy up here. Okay, so now when I'm doing them on these steps, I just put them where there's a flat spot. Just as long as the bed's close to one of these rails, that's all I care about. So get you up there. Okay. Make sure I turn that. Okay. And this guy's gonna go here. And this one I'm not gonna turn the rail on. Hey, Win. Hope you're having a good night. Oh, okay, good night. Have a good one. Gonna get this guy. I left that rail off down there because if that minecart goes backwards, then it'll shoot off back that way, and I don't want to mess with that either, so. And then we'll put that right there. Oh, crap. I got way too many beds out here. Okay, so are they staying in place here? Okay, they're sitting on powered rails that aren't powered right now. And when they're not powered, they won't move. It'll stop them. Yeah, when this is Bedrock. This is Silent Whisperer's 24 stacked raid farm that he did a tutorial on. Pico Nico was the one that designed it, and I'm just testing out my method of stacking villages using minecarts with villagers instead of having to do it at night. This way you can do it at any time of the day. It just makes life a whole lot easier. Okay, so we got you up there. We'll bring this guy here. Give this guy. Yeah, see if I turn that rail on, say they'll run up faster. But if I turn it on and he doesn't make it all the way up to the top, then it'll start actually pushing him back down. But when this rail's not powered, see there it's powered, there it's not. If it's powered, that'll allow them to move, but if it's not powered, they'll just stay there. Yeah, when I love Minecraft. I've been playing Minecraft for a lot of years. I used to play it with both of my kids, and now both of my kids are pretty much grown. Now when my grandson comes over, I can I can play Minecraft with him. He's a lot of fun. Cool little dude. Okay, so now we got these guys in here. We'll put that bed there. sure I got all these levers turned off. Oh, missed one. Okay, so now that we've got this guy up here, this guy right here is going to be the anchor for the village. He'll be the first one, and then we're going to walk this guy all the way back around, and it'll be, basically we're just stretching the village all the way across, and then once we remove all these walkways and everything, they'll only have that area up there to spawn in. So, and this is split density, so the outpost is in one, this is in one density check area, and then the killing platform is in another density check area, so you can have more pillager captains alive in here, and then that way when the pillagers spawn in here, they're not taking up the density cap from over here, so that's, you can get a lot of raids going at the same time. Oh yeah, there's tons to learn about this. I've been playing this game for a long time, and I learn new stuff all the time. It seems like there's always something to learn, and then every time a new update comes out, there's always something to learn on there too. So okay, so let's get this guy here. We're gonna push this dude over here. Okay, Wayne, you have a good night. Thanks for the positive stuff. Yeah, I really like doing this. I'm really enjoying it, so I don't plan on going anywhere anytime soon. Really appreciate it. Have a great night. Okay, so we're gonna put this bed here. And then this guy's gonna link to that bed. Okay. And then, so this part of the stacking is almost done. So what we're going to do is, I'm going to grab a barrel, because I'm using fisherman in this. No particular reason, just barrels are cheap. Oh yeah, that's that wolf farm's quite the something, isn't it, Sage? I absolutely love that thing. I did a little bit more testing with that in a creative world just the other night, and that wolf farm, for each module you have, it produces an average of 30 stacks of wool in 3.5 minutes if you use a pair of shears that has Unbreaking 3 on it. Okay, so when you we're gonna put that down. Okay, so see this guy, he linked to this. So the guy that links to this first workstation, he's gonna be the one that goes all the way over there. So I don't need him there anymore, or this workstation rather. Oh yeah, Wayne, check out Navy Nexus had a video on his channel. It's a couple years old, but it still works. It's a SimTick wool farm. It uses a dispenser with shears in it that's inside of your simulation distance, and the sheep is just outside of the simulation distance. And what it does is it uses up the entire durability on the pair of shears, and it's based off a little comparator clock, so it fires super fast. And then when the durability on the shears is broken, it turns off a redstone lamp. And then when the redstone lamp turns off, then you can go and load the sheep into your sim distance, and all of the wool from those shears before they broke, it all pops at once. You need to have a really good collection system on that though, because if you don't, it won't automatically collect everything. What I usually do is I'll glitch like 3 or 4 hopper minecarts into some concrete blocks or into concrete powder, and then I wet the concrete to make it solid so the minecarts can't move around, and then it'll suck it all down through there. I absolutely love that farm. That farm is so cool. Okay, so what we're gonna do? Yeah, Navy Nexus. He's kind of old school technical player, and there used to be a couple of mechanics in the game. Like one of them was zero tick. He's the one that came up with the zero tick. It's since been patched out, but it's an awesome mechanic. All right, so we're gonna push this dude in here, block him in. That's gonna go back into there. Oh, hey, first try. Right on. Okay, so now that we've got this guy locked into his thing, now we need to move this guy over here, and this is where it differs quite a bit from the stacking method for the iron farm, because with the iron farm, you don't have to use a workstation. Yeah, see, I kind of came up with that out of necessity because in the video that Navy Nexus put out, he uh he didn't enchant the shears with Unbreaking 3. And when you enchant the shears with Unbreaking 3, they last 3 minutes and 15 seconds with the comparator clock on there. And with the amount of wool that it puts out, there it's just crazy. Yeah, see, yeah, the chunk alignment, I've been I've been helping out my buddy Knight that was in chat earlier, try to get an area set up in a world for him so that he can start doing the test builds. And okay, so that linked to that guy. And we used the markers pack from Foxy No Tail to line out an entire simulation distance, and we marked all of the chunks out, and then that way he could chunk line everything. You know, it's until they get the whole chunk border issue on Bedrock fixed. I just think it's a much better idea to do that. Okay, so we're gonna give this dude a bump here. Come up here. Okay, now you can break this bed, and then with this bed here, now you can break this workstation, and then put the workstation here. He's gonna link to this, and this workstation will actually keep him anchored as part of the village while we move this bed. So I'll move this bed down here. And then I'll take this guy, kind of nudge him up. He's gonna go down there. Break that, and see he linked with that bed right away. So now I can take that and I can break that right there. That there. Another bed here. Now he's linked to that workstation. Then we'll push that up there, get him up next to there, and then we break that bed. Now he's linked back over to here. Now I just bring this guy over here. And we're just going to keep walking him up. When I did it when I wasn't streaming, it only took me about probably like 10-12 minutes per village to stack these once I got it figured out. So, yeah, it's still trying to get a little better at the whole multitasking and talking to people and reading chat, so. there. This here. Oh crap. Okay, so you see how you got the sparkles on that? That just went to the guy that's in that pot, so we need to break that really quick. I should have not had that down there. Okay, so... Wait. No, I need this one here. Okay, yeah, so I need this one here. He's linked to that bed. I can break this, put this here. Okay, yeah, that's how it went. Flip this on, move this guy up here, flick that lever up, break that bed, and he goes here. Okay, now put this over here. Now we can come over here, break his workstation. We put this here. He linked to that. Put that down there. Bump this dude up. Get that guy over here. Okay, everybody's linked up. Okay, he linked up to that, so we're going to throw that over there. Now, if any of you guys have any brilliant ideas for a storage system for this monstrosity over here, I'm all ears. This thing produces somewhere in the neighborhood of about 20,000 emeralds per hour, not to mention all of the other junk that comes from the raid parties, like the iron armor and all that other stuff. It's pretty crazy. This thing produces way too much stuff. Got that guy loaded. Oh, missing my levers again. Okay, we'll bring this dude over here. Sorry, it's the voice I got. You can't really help that too much. Groundwater and around. Drink. Gold farm. Yeah, and that might actually be a better thing there, Sage, because they fixed one of the bugs that made hoppers skip items, so it actually makes it a whole lot easier to design collection systems now. John, I'm thinking about an allay sorting system. Basically the only thing that I'd really be interested in having this for in a world would be the emeralds on it. Maybe some of the totems, but pretty much everything else I'm not really interested in. I've got a pretty solid trading hall where everything's been dropped down to 1 emerald trades with the zombie villager curing discount, so I'm not really too worried about any of the other stuff. Bring this guy up here, this here. How you doing, Elmo? Thank you, I appreciate the encouragement there. This is the first stream that I've ever done, so any feedback kind of helps. Okay, so that guy's up there. Make sure I get that off. Okay. And we're just gonna keep walking this guy all the way over here. Oh yeah. Oh, don't hit the like button. I mean, you can just like kind of don't want to break it. Turn that back off. Okay. You not bothering me at all. Let's see here. Okay, got him linked up there. Oh. Seem to have broken my lever this time. There we go. Oh, okay, yeah. For redstone, I have a pretty solid way of getting it. Hey Walter, how's it going? I've got a pretty good system of that in my trading hall system I've got a whole bunch of clerics in there and they trade redstone. I'm sorry. Yeah, witch farm's actually a really good source of gunpowder. The the other thing that I've used that was a pretty good source of gunpowder, but it's a real pain in the butt to build, is a Golden Helmet put out a design for a general mob farm. It's a split density mob farm, and it's a real pain in the butt to make. Mia Sage has seen, he's seen it. Yeah, a good source of everything. Yeah, that thing's it's pretty good. You got to have a really good bamboo farm to build the thing though, with all the scaffolding that thing takes to make. That thing takes so much scaffolding. Okay, did I turn that off? Yep. Okay, so give this guy a little nudge up here. That's something that I'm working on right now. I'm working on a tutorial video for a bamboo farm that uses the torch burnout mechanic. It actually works really well. It's something that Navy Nexus had put on it on his channel, and it just seems that a lot of people have completely forgotten about him. Yeah, any of the split density farms, John, they're pretty solid. Oops. Split density farms seem to be pretty much the way to go. Put that barrel down wrong. Okay, there we go. Now I can send him up there. Yeah, the bamboo thing's gonna be, it's gonna be a really quick one. It does not take hardly any time at all to build one. It's super simple. It is super simple, and as long as it's loaded, it's just gonna pump out bamboo. Since they updated the growth rate on bamboo, it produces 210 bamboo an hour. Oh yeah, gotta pay attention to the dog there, Wayne. Yeah, that's when they want to eat, they want to eat. That's for sure. Okay, so take this, put this back over here. Okay. This little dude over here. Okay, flip that back up. Oh, crap. Not that one. This one. Okay, he linked to that. Yeah, this, I'm still kind of getting into practice on stacking like this with, this method for the farm. It's a little bit different than my, iron farm. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we did build those over there on, we built those on Attorney as well, didn't we, Sage? The they do really well for bamboo, but they are still absolutely terrible for sugarcane. They're so bad for sugarcane. I Yeah, the bamboo farm, if you modify it with the waterlogged stairs on the bottom, it it's not worth it. You're better off to just dig a couple of trenches and fill them with water and just manually do it. You'll get more of it with less effort. They're terrible. The growth rate on sugarcane is so bad. And when they fix that bug where over half of the ticks were occurring under the world in the void, I was really hoping that that was going to fix the sugarcane problem, but it didn't. Not gonna lie, I was pretty big sad on that one. Okay, turn that off. Okay, we'll bring this. Yeah, an off redstone switch would definitely be good. But once that new update comes out, that's pretty much an infinite source of wood because you'll be able to craft them into you'll be able to craft the bamboo into planks, and then you can use those planks to make chests and stuff. Okay, so we'll get that there. Yeah, well, I'm not really big on the observer farms, anyways. Observers tend to forget that they're supposed to observe things. Yeah, yeah, John. I just got done doing a Wither Skull farm, and it uses that new mechanic with the wither skeleton spawning on wither roses. I think Silent had put out a video about it, where you surround the wither rose with glass, and it only allows the wither skeletons to spawn. And I have more coal, more bones, and more wither skulls than I know what to do with. I'm about ready to start using beacons as a decorative block, to be honest. Okay, put that there. Okay, so you see how this guy right here he didn't link to that composter? It's because it's too high vertically. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring that down and I'll put it like right here. And then he'll be able to link to it. Well, I mean, you know, that's Minecraft does have a tendency to break their own game quite a bit, so I just enjoy it while it's there, and when they do something that breaks it, I just tend to kind of use. Yeah, that's okay. Now you're up there. Yeah, they've broken quite a bit of things over the years. Uh, I do a lot of stuff with iron farms, and I can tell you right now, that is the worst right there. When you spend so much time building an iron farm and then they just break it, it sucks. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this workstation right here. Oh, killing the wither the old-fashioned way. Oh, no, no, can't, cannot be bothered. I am not gonna lie. I can't be bothered. Okay, so now we got this guy here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna break this, put that bed down right there. Then we'll break this. Yeah, I think I've killed the wither the old-fashioned way probably about maybe 3 or 4 times, Sage, and it was miserable. And the first time I did it, I was on console, and with the wither dropping, it's a 100% drop rate for blocks that the wither destroys, and there were so many blocks floating around where we decided to fight the thing. I My Xbox sounded like it was going to catch on fire. It the fan spun up, and I think I was pulling maybe about 3 or 4 frames, maybe 3 or 4 frames a second, and it looked more like a slideshow than a game. Oh yeah, John, the bug with the falling tridents, that that one sucks. That's why I'm still really gun shy about trident killers that I have. Uh, the Every farm that I've got that has a trident killer, I have item frames next to the trident killer, and before I leave the area, I shut the trident killer off and collect the tridents and put them in the item frames. That way I don't lose them. Get some water really quick. Excuse me. Okay, so now we've got this dude in over here. Oh, whatever you do, don't try it on a Switch. No, no thanks. I don't like even doing it on a PC. I value my PC. I don't feel like punishing it. Okay, so now that we've got this guy over here, what we'll do is we'll come over here. I'm gonna break that leaf block. I'm gonna break that. We'll put a barrel there. We'll get green sparkles off of that, and now what that'll be is we come over here. Talk into the kill command. Kill at E brackets type equals wither. Yeah, frame rate 1 per minute. Yep, pretty much. Okay, so you can see this guy, if you look in there, he's now a fisherman. So what we'll do is we'll come over here, put these leaf blocks over the bed. That way when we get done with this, the raids can't spawn on it. We'll come down over here. We'll put those leaves on top of there. Okay, so the order that you do this in is actually pretty important. Nah, Sage, I don't like doing kill it E because that takes out minecarts too. Like, if you have hopper minecarts in anything, kill it E will wipe out your hopper minecarts, and if you've got a real intricate sorting system that uses them, you have to tear the whole thing apart and replace them if you use the kill it E command. Okay, so the order that we got to do this in, you have to break the composter first, then the bed, then kill this villager. So what we'll do is we'll break this composter. He just lost his profession. Break the bed. He just lost his bed. And he just lost the sword too. Clean that all up. So now that's 4 that we've got. Yep, that's the command right there, John. In here, the way that this is working in here is that guy won't break his link to here because he's, I'll fly over here and I'll show you. This guy over here, if you look, yeah, losing his bed and, yeah, worst of his problems. Yeah, he got, hey, he likes diamonds, what can I say, you know, it just happens. Alright, these guys over here are in water, and when they're bouncing around in water, it affects their pathfinding, and if they can't pathfind, they can't delink from their workstation. That's how that works. So this guy's still the fisherman, so that's good. That's what we want. So now that we got that, we can remove these blocks here. We'll leave those for the next idiot. Oh, villager, I mean. Put that there. Put that there. That way we can get this next guy in here. Okay. Now, the last thing that we got to do over here is you got to come take this bell, put it on that observer. Particles there, particles there. So this guy linked to that bell, so now we have 4 villages that are stacked together. And then what we'll do is we'll come over here. I'll break some of this stuff out, save myself some time a little bit later. And then as long as you don't break these workstations that are over here, there won't be any issues with this. But if you break one of these workstations over here, it makes a big problem. Yeah, yeah, John, when you put them bouncing around in water, it helps quite a bit. But like on my you can build it in vanilla. It takes a long time. It takes a long time. But yeah, the waterlogged villager thing works great, but I did a 30 stack village iron farm, and that thing causes so much lag, and all of the lag is because of the villagers bouncing in water. But I mean, to be fair, it's 600 villagers in a very small area bouncing around in water, so yeah. See, Wayne, in Silence tutorial, he used the old way of just walking beds, walking the villager with beds at night, and this mechanic with the rails that I'm using is something that I actually came up with. I just came out came up with it out of necessity when I was building that big, huge iron farm. Uh, the Towards the end of it, when I was stacking villages, there would be times where it would take the villager like 15 or 20 minutes IRL just to link up to the bed when we were getting them close into the iron farm. So I had to find a way to keep everything linked and in place and everything. So I just decided to try rails. I'd never seen anybody do it, but I thought it worth a shot to give it a, you know, just give it a try, and it worked. And I absolutely love this way of moving villagers and stacking villages because everything's super controlled. And when you've got the villagers just kind of running around doing their own dumb villager things, they do dumb villager things. uh yeah, let me tell you, John, I've got a 3070 Ti for the Win 3 edition graphics card in my computer. I mean, my computer's no slouch. And even when I'm in even when I'm in there, if I'm in the middle of the farm at the AFK spot, I'm pulling probably about 25 frames, somewhere around there. It's pretty laggy, but it also gets a little over, I think it's 11,300 iron an hour. It's a lot. Okay, so we got that, we got that. All right, so excuse me. All right, so good practice to get into, and this is something that I learned when I was building my iron farm with the big stacked iron farm. Um, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save and quit, and I will come down here. I'm gonna copy this world. Yeah. Yeah, actually, me to say it's why not? You know, it's I do it because I can. Yes, that is a lot of iron. There's only one iron farm that I know of that makes more than that. It's one that old guy built on a realm that he plays on with Dr. Jan Cyan, and it's it's crazy. Uh, his has, I think, 36 stacked villages. So it's a lot. Okay, so now that we've got this we're in the copy of what I had just done. A good way to test this to make sure that everything's working right is we'll come over here and turn this on right here. Should be getting bad omen here pretty quick. Or I can just give it to myself. Okay, so if this trap door is ringing, that means that the bell's ringing. So then I'll give myself bad omen again. So that's got a raid going here and a raid going in this village. We also have one going in that village. Okay, so we got 4 raids going right now. Go away, clown. So if we fly around here, we should see a whole bunch of raid parties that are... Yeah, you got some down here. There's probably some... Any up here yet? Nope. Trying to see where all these guys are. Okay. Guess it doesn't really matter where they are. As long as we know that we've got raids going in all of these villages, that's all that matters. Yeah, I see they're over here now, and they're probably falling off of here and dying is what's going on. More over here. Yeah, there's another raid party over here. And there's probably another one down over here somewhere. Guess it doesn't really matter. So yeah, all 4 of the villages are spawning raids. So yeah, there's one. There was another one right here that I just saw. These ones are falling off and dying. So yeah, here's 4 raid parties. So yeah, we've got 4 separate raids going at the same time. So now that we've got this one done, what we'll do is we'll come and save and quit. We don't need this world anymore. This was just something to test to make sure that the raids were spawning correctly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this copy of the copy. I'll come over here. I'll rename this. Raid farm. Hey, Mrs. got to eat too. Got one of those. Yeah, villagers tend to pathfind over just about anything, John. If villagers can do something dumb, they will do something dumb. It's never underestimate the ability of a villager to do stupid things. Okay, so we're got that for raid farm. And we're going to copy this one. Okay, so we've got the 4 stacked raid farms is here, and then we've got a copy of it that we're going to work on, so we can always fall back on the original one. So now that I've got that, I can delete this one. I don't need this. And I'm going to keep this one around just in case. I don't think that there will be any issues with it, but okay, Sage. Yeah, I kind of miss the chaos on Eternia too, but it just too many people quit playing, and it just I kind of had to get out of there for a while. I was chasing my tail and kind of got caught up in building big, huge, massive iron farms and stuff. But I'll catch up with you later, bud. Have a good night, bud. Okay, so now I'll come back over here. This will be the copy that we're working on. Had to adjust my chat there. For some reason it was on top chat, not live chat, so sorry if I missed anything. Okay, so now we're back in here. We're back to the original world. We've got the 4 in here, and then just keep right on going with what we were doing. So we'll put minecart there, bed there, villager there. Okay. There. There. Okay, so that's the village leader right here. So we're gonna move this guy first. There. Like that. Okay, we'll bring this over here. This down over here. Oh, see, I got one too many beds there. It's getting kind of late at night for me. I'm starting to do dumb villager things. Put that there. Okay, so I'm gonna gotta keep remembering to turn these levers off. Yeah, see, when I tested this out earlier today, I let it run through 2 cycles with having 24 raids going at a time. And over there, down there in that hole that he had built for collection on it, the lag was pretty real down there. It was, I think it had my frames down to like, I think it was like 35 or something like that. It was pretty bad. So some sort of a really good efficient collection system would almost be kind of a must. Let's see here. Okie dokie, so break that. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna get this up to over there, and then I'm probably gonna have to call it a night. I'm getting pretty tired. Been kind of a long day. I've been up for probably about 18 hours now, something like that. Oh, see, this is what happens when you forget to turn levers off. Whoops. Go. Go. This over here. Excuse me, guys. The weather's been absolutely terrible here. It's been raining like crazy and blowing dust up and stuff for probably the last 2 or 3 days. It's got my allergies going crazy. I can hardly go outside right now without my eyes feeling like they're on fire. They just itch so bad. It was bad enough here last night that I had to go and park my truck not on my driveway but up farther in my yard because the water was actually coming up over my over the sidewalk in front of my house, and it was like about halfway up my tires on the front of my truck when I was backed into the driveway. It was crazy. It was raining so hard. And not a problem, Wayne. I'll probably be streaming this for, I don't know, on and off for a while. I'm usually getting home about 2 hours ago, and this is kind of when my free time is. So, just keep an eye out. I'll be, I'll still be on streaming throughout the week. Not exactly sure when. My work schedule doesn't really allow for me to make any plans. It's it's the one downfall of my job. Okay. Over there. Almost lost track of where I was there for a second. Okay, so break that bed. Okay, over there. Yeah, it seemed for the video that I have of this on my channel, for stacking them for the iron farm, especially with as many villages that there are on that, see how there's only a 1 block gap in here? That's how you have to do it for that iron farm. Because when you have that much stuff going on, the game just, it's almost like the game just doesn't even know what to do. So the tighter you can keep them in together, the game has a little bit easier time processing what's going on. And after putting in this much work to do all of this, or as much work as it took to make that 30 stacked village iron farm, the very last thing I want to do is merge a village. That's part of the reason I always make copies. I always make backup copies of the world just in case anything happens. I can go back. I am not trying to waste all of that time for nothing. Okay. Put that over there. Okay, we'll bring this up over here. Go there. Okay, got you there. Got you there. Okay, we'll turn that back up there. Put that bed back over there. That guy's there. He's linked to that. Okay, and then I'm gonna put this bed right here so that I can move this guy up, but this guy has to be in here, and then his bed has to be like that, but it has to be right here. The pillow of the bed has to be over this this marker block right here. So I'm gonna not skip the space this time, but it doesn't change the way that it works. It's still the same mechanic. Okay, we'll put that just so you don't fly off and have a bad day. Okay, so he linked to that one over there. And get this guy in over here. Come down, we'll give him a nudge. Right there. And if you want to, right before you lock this guy in here, you can put down a barrel really quick to check and see. But I know from experience that this guy in the outer minecart is going to be the one that accepts it. But if you want to check, that's fine too. But when you place this first workstation down for the village, the guy that accepts that workstation, he's the one that has to go that way. It can't be, you can't have him be in here. It has to be the first guy that goes over there. So break that. Oh, I put the bed the wrong way. Gotta go that way. Come over here. Gonna break that. Get this guy a little bit of a nudge. Get our leaves ready. Break that minecart. Lock that guy in there. Replace that really quick before water goes spilling out everywhere. Get that guy locked in there. So now he's locked in. So actually, I think I'm gonna move this guy down here to that side, and then once I get that done and I test this, I'm probably gonna end the stream. So we'll put that there. Okay, he linked to that. Now put that there. Okay, so he's linked there. Break that. He should be able to detect that from there. Yep. Okay, so yeah, I think it's they can detect it 3 blocks vertically. It may be 2, it might be 3. I can't remember right off the top of my head. There's so much stuff that you can get stuck in your head in this game. It's crazy. Try to keep track of all of it. It doesn't always work. Okay, so he linked up over there. Put that down. This over here. Put that down. Go. Thank you. Okay, and then make sure we break that. Place that up here. Place that there. Now he's all linked up. Give this guy a nudge. Okay, that's good there. Okay, make sure I got my rings all turned off. Okay, so this will go up here. His bed can go there. Alrighty. so break that. Bring that there. Okay, he linked. Break that. Okay. Yeah, and this part here can get rather boring when you just keep doing this over and over and over and over and over. But when all of this is done and you get that accomplishment from building something like this, and you know that you actually pulled it off, it I think that that's probably one of the coolest things about it, and it's part of the reason why I even got into the technical end of this game anyways, is because I absolutely love building something big and using crazy like this, and then just being able to say that I built that. That that to me that's pretty cool. Oh shoot, I didn't need that down yet. Okay. There. That there. It's over here. How'd everybody's holidays end up going for them? We we had a pretty low key one this year. Had had both my kids here for dinner and had my grandson over, but that was just about it. Real low key. Didn't do anything for New Year's. Wife had to work early in the morning on New Year's Day, so kind of crushed our plans. This up over here. Eight. Alright, we are getting there. Get that. Bring this down over here. Got that guy there. Guy there. Okay. Go here. Here. It didn't go quite as planned. That off. Okay, he's there. Okay, John. Yeah, it, IRL takes priority over everything. Oh, crap. Hope I didn't screw this up. Find out shortly. I have definitely noticed that this is a whole lot more friendly to making mistakes than the iron farm stacking. Like what I just did right there, if I was doing the iron farm stacking when it was like up in the upper numbers of villages, that mistake that I just made right there could have possibly cost me to have to start over the whole process of stacking that village. I'd have to go back to a previous copy and reload that. Dinner in the oven, nice. Having something good tonight? Or can we put you where you're going to register? Put that right there. Okay, then we'll put that bed right there. Get up there. Thank you. That sounds interesting. Um, Never ate a whole bunch of Australian food, so I don't know what kind of twist that'd be, but I live in the Southwest United States, and I guarantee you, Mexican food is a staple around here. We probably have Mexican food about 4 nights out of the week. Okay, so we're gonna move that guy there. Bump you up. Come on, buddy. Thank you. Put that there. Okay, so he linked to that. Okay. Oh, yeah, that sounds really good. That sounds really good. Oh, okay. I am building, or I'm stacking villages in Silent Whispers raid farm. I'm using a mechanic that I figured out. I got a video of it on my channel. It's something I figured out when I was stacking a big iron farm. Um, this one's got 24 villages that are stacked together, and I'm on village number 5 right now. I'm just finishing up the stacking process on this one village, but yeah, it's uh, a way easier way to stack the villages. You don't have to wait for night. Okay, so now that guy's linked to that barrel and that bed. So what we'll do is we'll come over here and break that leaf block. Place that barrel. Okay, so those particles, those go to... Okay, he's a fisherman. That's good. That's what we were going for. Okay, so basically what we're doing right here is this guy and that villager way over there. We walked them all the way down this pathway, walked them over there up top, put the guy in the little leaf block cell, and then we walked this guy back down that bridge, brought him back down here and up here so that we could stretch the village from over there to here, because this is a split density farm. Oh, what costs $25? Yeah, I've got a survival world that I play in. Who I'm just testing right now. That's all that I'm doing right now is just testing. Oh no, this isn't Java Edition. This is Bedrock Edition. I have both on my computer. I prefer to play on Bedrock. That's where I started playing at. I started playing with both my kids on way back in the days of Legacy Console Edition, and I've just stayed there. Uh, I'm not really sure the price on Bedrock Edition either, Wayne. Did I've got Game Pass Ultimate, but it doesn't matter. I bought Minecraft a long time ago, but I couldn't tell you how much I paid for it, to be honest with you. It's been a lot of years, and I always tell my son I've slept since then, so I don't know how much it cost. Okay, so now that we're at this point, what we got to do is the order on this again. It's important. Yeah, Minecraft on the 360. Yeah, remember those tiny little worlds that had all the structures packed all into them, and if you didn't have the structures in there, you were kind of screwed. Yeah, see, some of the stuff for multiplayer for Bedrock it just depends. If you play on a realms, they've gotten a whole lot better. I have a realm, but they're still not all that great. If you play on a private server, they're I don't even know who Andrew Tate is, to be honest with you. I'm just an old guy that drives a truck. I don't really keep up with anything like current events type stuff. So, okay, but the order that we have to break these is pretty specific. You have to break this barrel first. Oh, oh yeah. Oh, I remember when I think they upped them from uh I think they were 800 by 800, and I think they went up to like 1600 by 1600 or something like that. And I remember thinking that that was absolutely huge. And then I was playing on a server, and I went through another portal, and they had some teleport system in on the server, and I got teleported out like 1.5 million blocks. It was crazy. And I was out there with no real gear, no food, no weapons. Hey, I really appreciate that, Who. That's awesome. My my son actually still has his 360 that he's got a couple of worlds on, and he still goes in there and he plays on the worlds on his 360 occasionally. He Yeah, it's kind of like his way of just going back down memory lane. Okay, so now we broke that barrel there. We'll break this bed and then just finish this before I forget where I'm at. Kill that guy because we don't need him over here. Break the minecart. Break that. Okay, so basically that just stretched the entire village because this barrel is linked all the way over here to this guy. So that fisherman belongs to that barrel way over there. So what we can do now is we can break all of this. Leave that there for the next village that we put in here, which is probably going to be tomorrow. Yeah, I do have a realm. It's a realm that I play with one of my really good friends from a long time ago. It's no, I can't give out the code for the realm. It's something that we play on kind of privately. It's I don't share any content from the realm or anything. It's just that's kind of my separation away from trying to do the YouTube stuff. Sorry about that. Okay, so okay, so you got the 6-day villager. Oh, okay, you're gonna. What I would say if you're gonna do that is I would. Okay, so he linked and it linked to this guy, so we're good there. If you're just gonna build the 8 version of it, that's just this top layer right here, and you don't have to build this entire mess down here. I'm doing the 24 stack and just go about it that way. You know, who I'd love to play with people from the community, but honestly, I can't bring anybody into that server. It's a friend of mine from a long time ago, and you know, I can't mess up a friendship over something like that. He'd be pretty upset. Okay, so now that we've got that in here, we've got this village brought in. We're gonna put those leaves over this bed. That way, when we spawn, when the raids spawn, they won't be able to spawn on that bed because raids can spawn on just about everything. Just about everything. The only thing that they can't, this world that I'm playing on right now, this world's gonna be gone in about probably 30 seconds. If you want this world right here, Silent Whisperer has this, as a world download. It's, he's got a world download for this whole thing on, it's linked in his video on YouTube, and that's where I got this. I just killed off all the villagers out of it so I could try this method of stacking. Okay, yeah, Wayne, if you're looking for the pillager tower, if you're gonna do 8, I would suggest that you get one that has at least 2 spawning spaces. You don't want the 1 spawning space tower, you want the 2. And to save yourself some headache, try to find one that has 2 spawning spaces in the flattest area possible. That way you don't have to tear as much out to keep it from spawning. Yeah, see with what we're doing right here, who this is high enough up in the air right now that once I remove that walkway, the only place that they'll be able to spawn is in there. Yeah, Paul, this is a method that I came up with. I have a video of this on my channel. It's a mechanic that I figured out. I stacked 30 iron farms together using this method. You use the unpowered rails to stop the minecart, and then you just place beds here in the middle of this. Unfortunately, I'm just about ready to end stream as soon as I test this to make sure that this village successfully stacked. But this method has worked really well, and the other thing is you can stack villages using this method during the daytime. You don't have to wait for night. So if you play on a world that has 1 player sleep or something, it just makes it a whole lot easier. Yeah, I know what you're talking about with losing sanity on stacking villages. When I did the 30 village stacked iron farm, by the time I got done with the 30th one, I'm not gonna lie, I was done stacking villages into an iron farm for a while. Okay, so now make sure that I got everything right. Come back down here. I'm gonna make a copy of this. Copy this world. Yeah, it's there's a couple of I don't have a whole lot of videos on my channel, Paul. I think I've only got like 5. Um one of them is one of them's a tutorial for the 30 stacked village iron farm, and then I've got another one that just explains the stacking method. A lot of the stuff's kind of specific for the iron farm, but the method of moving the villagers in the minecarts is what I'm doing here. So like the thing was setting villagers around the trading hall portion of the iron farm kind of wouldn't apply to what we're doing here, but moving them in the minecarts is what I'm testing right here, and I've gotten 5 of them done in, I don't know, probably about 2 hours. So, and it's not the fastest thing in the world, but it's definitely not the slowest thing either. And not having to wait for nighttime's a real big plus. Okay, so to test this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here. I'm going to turn those trident killers on. Hopefully get myself some bad omen before too long. Oh yeah, Dylan, I absolutely love that shulker loader. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty big proud of that one. I am not gonna lie. That shulker loader is a lot of, I like it. It's a lot of fun. Okay, so we got 2 raids there. Yeah, who I was doing that earlier. Effect slash bad omen, or effect at self slash bad omen. That's actually a good idea. Okay, so we've got them going in those first 3. Got a raid going in that one. Alright. So there we go. We have 5 raids going at the moment. And this gets incredibly annoying. Yeah. So... Alright, come on, guys. Go. Bye. Sucks to be you. No, Night, it's not lagging right now. It's, I just haven't, with these, walkways in here, with these walkways in here, it's allowing the pillagers to spawn up here, which kind of sucks, but so yeah, we got 1, 2, 4, 5. Okay, so there were five raid parties, so and actually just I mean as long as these trapdoors have flapped when the bell rang, that means that there's a raid going in each one of those villages, so we have all of them. Alright, Wayne, not a problem. Like I said earlier, I'll be on periodically throughout the week. I really appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, it's good to have somebody to talk to while I'm playing instead of just sitting by myself. So, get away from my villager. Oops. Did I do that? Yeah, so what we've got here is we got the 5 stacked, so it's it worked. I'm done listening to that horn. So, have a great night, Wayne. Okay, so we can come over here. No, who I don't have a Discord of my own. I've got way too much stuff going on in my life to try to manage a Discord as well. So I hang out in a couple of technical Discords. I hang out in I hang out in Tech Rock. I hang out in Navy Nexus Discord. That's pretty much about it. Alright, so we've got this one. Okay. So this one I'm gonna rename this to 5 Raid Farm, and I'll make a copy of that. Okay, so got that. Copy that. Okay, so now I can take this 3 and delete that. Okay. Yeah, see if no, I just don't have time. I don't have time for a Discord of my own. I would appreciate the offer, but I can't. I don't have time for it. If you want to see that iron farm that I was telling you about that I built, I'll pull it up here really quick, and then as soon as I get this done, I'm gonna end stream, but I'll pull this up and show you guys what this iron farm looked like in action. So this right here is just the collection system for it. This is all iron from when I did a rate test on it. So the only thing that's getting filtered out here is iron. It's as you can see, there's just iron. And then these are empty shulker boxes. This is the shulker loader design that I have on my channel. I got a tutorial for this. Yeah, I'm gonna have to end stream. I'm having a hard time keeping my eyes awake, you know, or even keep my eyes awake, keep my eyes open right now. I've been up for a long time. I'm probably about 19 hours right now. So everything down here, everything works pretty well. You know, everything seems pretty smooth. But this is what happens when you look up. All of a sudden it starts looking like a slideshow. But if you look, they're all in there, they're all spawning. So, and these little iron spitters, these things just go pretty much non-stop, and there's an awful lot of times where, yeah, yeah, it's more than a little framey, John. It's bad. This is an AFK only farm. You don't spend a lot of time in here. And then you got these, you know, and then it just keeps going up and up. All right, and this is the AFK spot for this. And this is only the middle of the farm, because you have the 3 layers there, that's 4, and then you got 3 layers underneath. So if this block is 1 higher or 1 lower. All right, who you have a great day. Appreciate you stopping by. If this block is 1 higher or 1 lower, you'll lose function of the top farm or the top layer of farms or the bottom layers. So when you AFK at this, you just sit right here. But this was probably a little over 2 months of my life putting this together. This thing, it took a long time. And this is where I found the mechanic for stacking them. Yeah, this is Sim 4. This will work on a realm, or at least the concept of this will work in a realm. I have never tried to build all 30 of them stacked up like this in a realm, but I do know that the concept of this will work in a realm, if that's what you're asking. But yeah, this is where I came up with the idea, because trying to walk all of the villagers down for all of these, just letting them do their own thing and do dumb villager things, I couldn't do it. And yeah, the rail thing was something that I came up with just out of necessity. Yeah, I actually had a lot of fun building this, John. It was kind of a good time. Um, the building up the actual layers of the farm, you know, that wasn't really too bad. I the first version of this that I built was 25 stacked villages. It was 1 layer smaller. And oh, thanks, Dylan. I appreciate that. The one that I built that had 25 villages stacked. I built that on a world that my son and I play on together, and I did it in 100% survival, and it took quite a while, but it was pretty fun. But this one, to get everything, was a pain. Yeah, John, the spot I bring the villagers in from. Okay, so if you, or I'll just use this one for example. This one, I'm at 174 here. So this over here will be a 274. And if you're going to bring villagers over here from a breeder, I would suggest building your breeder 100 blocks farther out than that so that you don't have any merging issues whatsoever. Uh, I cannot tell you how upset I was a couple of times when I was at like 28 or 29 villages and I thought that I had merged them together, and I was pretty upset. So, because when you get to like 27, 28, 29 villages, to walk the village from here to the edge of that farm was taking like 30 minutes just to walk them 100 blocks. Because there's so many things going on in there that the game, it was like the game engine was about ready to just give up. So yeah, in survival, it was kind of hard work, but it was really cool. And you know, it was an awful lot of scaffolding and awful lot of material gathering. I wouldn't suggest having your breeder in the nether. If you're gonna do it that way, I would breed your villagers in the overworld and then bring them through the nether back out to here. But there was a bug, I don't know if it's still in the game, when you have an actual village in the nether, which is, like a bed and a villager. It just, the village size just kept growing and growing and growing, and it could eventually mess up your world. Oh yeah, yeah, Knight, you can't use the mine carts through the portals anymore, but there's other ways of getting them through there. You can use pistons to push them through. But say if you built your villager breeder a couple hundred blocks that way and then just pushed them, if you can push them into the nether and then back out, yeah, that bug with the villages in the nether was it's pretty it's pretty bad, and it does the same thing in the end dimension. So villages in the end, and um villages in the end, and then another, they're just, it's not a good idea. So what I did when I built it in survival with my son is I went 100 blocks this way and built my breeder, and then I built a bubble column that came up, and I stopped it at each layer to get them over here. So I basically at that point, once you have your two villagers walked in to start that, then what you do is you could just power all of these rails, and you could just bring your villagers from a breeder over there and just shoot them straight into the farm. You can breed the villagers in here after you get the first two in here, but I don't necessarily like doing it that way. It's, you end up with babies running around, and you end up with nitwits and stuff, and I don't want to sit here and wait 20 something minutes for a villager to grow up just to find out that it's a nitwit and it can't work, and that's not good for an iron farm. So it kind of pointless. So yeah, just a breeder's just the way to go. Just a breeder somewhere out there. You could bring them through another portal, like right here. If you could bring them out of the nether right here and just dump them out here into a minecart and shoot them off in there, that's fine too. So yeah, but that's the big monster that I built. But I am not kidding. I am getting super tired. It's like 1 a.m. where I'm at, so I'm gonna have to get going for the night, guys. I really appreciate you guys all stopping by. Really means a lot. Yeah, John, bringing them over when they're grown up and you know they're not an idiot. It's just a better way to go. It's so much better way to go. Yeah. So, but alright, guys, I think I'm gonna call it a night. I'm gonna come down here and I'm gonna log out, and that's gonna be the end of that. I am I'm absolutely exhausted. I'm about ready to fall asleep sitting here in my chair, so everybody have a good night. I really appreciate y'all stopping by. I'll see you the next time I stream. Alright, good night, everybody.